After starting this season really strong, the Phoenix Suns have fallen to 11th place in the Western Conference, going 3-7 in their last 10 games and 15-16 overall, and they fall below 500 and out of even the play-in. And this is a team that had a lot of expectations after trading for Kevin Durant and signing Bradley Beal only a couple of years ago. And with this team having three stars in Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, and Bradley Beal, all making $40+ million a year, this team had huge expectations and were expected to at least be a solid playoff team with these three stars. And this season, they were even supposed to be better than last season because they added a little bit of depth and they were supposed to be really solid, including adding Tyus Jones to run point guard for them. But this season, they've shown a lack of depth and injuries have caught up to them as well. And after being swept in the first round last season, this team has already fallen apart. And if you look at this team as a big three in a results-focused area, this team has become a failure. And yes, they have three players putting up big stats and they have flashy plays, and you're going to see Devin Booker drop 40-point games and whatnot, and you have three guys averaging 19 plus, but this team has just not been as good as a lot of people had expected them to be. And Kevin Durant has still looked like his all-NBA self, averaging 27.7 points on 51% from the field and 41% from three, and he's been better than he's ever been. And even Devin Booker this season has averaged 25.1 points on lower efficiencies than normal, but is still averaging a good amount of points a game and still can go off for 40 plus at any given moment. And Bradley Beal has probably been the most disappointing player out of this big three during this time period, but even this season, he's been solid. But outside of him, you just don't have as much scoring pop as you need. And on the other side of the ball, you don't have the interior defense that you really need. Yusuf Nurkic has been solid, but he's only averaging 8.8 points and 9.5 rebounds a game and hasn't been as good defensively as the Phoenix Suns were hoping that he would be coming into this season. And I think it's time to press the panic button for this Phoenix Suns team, because at a certain point, it's a results-driven league, and you can say that you have three superstars and you're building depth around them, but Kevin Durant is getting older. He's over the age of 35 now, and Bradley Beal is making $50 million a year and is an aging player to average 19 points a game on the season. And the Phoenix Suns are not going to win with the roster that they have right now. Clearly, they're 11th place in the Western Conference and are a game below 500 with three of the highest paid players in the entire NBA. And clearly something is not working in Phoenix right now. So the question has to be asked, will the Phoenix Suns blow it up and trade Devin Booker, Kevin Durant, or Bradley Beal? Or will they make another trade to try to surround these big three for one last shot at being relevant in the playoff hunt? It's a tough decision for this team to make, but I do think that they have to at a certain point, because this team has not been giving results as they had hoped that they would going into this big three era. And it's shown that big threes have not really worked in the modern NBA, even going back to the Brooklyn Nets and teams like that, where you sign three stars, but you sacrifice depth and you sacrifice a lot of chemistry, because these three guys are on-ball scorers. And Kevin Durant can play off the ball, but Devin Booker and Bradley Beal are not guys that can play off the ball very easily. And they are also not really great playmakers. So if they don't have the ball in their hands, they can't score and can't be efficient. And also, if they have their ball in their hands, they can't play make for anybody else. Let me know if you think that they should break up this team in the comment section below. God bless you all. Have an amazing day, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. God bless.